And all right, chat. Let me tell you a little story about about Hello Kitty and Kruisers. You see, I only found out about this game recently, but it is such a ride. You've got all sorts of different tracks. You've got mountain tracks, you've got space tracks, you've got river tracks. You fly in a plane, you race in a boat. And see, I mentioned the space tracks. You might be thinking of Rainbow Road. Well, no. Hello Kitty does things her own way. But you know what? This is a showcase. We're here to show, not for me to tell. So, it is my great pleasure to introduce Firesplitter running Hello Kitty Kruisers.
It's Firesplitter here, and today with me I have on the virtual couch Happy Bear.
Hello everyone, it is I, Happy Bear, doing my second tour of duty for this game in the past month, so I am either extremely blessed or extremely cursed. Only chat can decide, so we are very excited to be here with you today to share this cultural experience with you.
Yep, we're gonna start right off here, and we have a little donation incentive here for a bit more for the character selection. Do we have the result
Sure
in?
did. Chat has voted, and it is Pom Pom Purin, who we will be racing as today.
Pom Pom Puring. Okay, we're gonna. There we go. Then we're gonna.
Oh my
Pom
god.
Pom Puring.
That is the most adorable dog I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, Purin is really adorable. So we're gonna start right immediately here. Gonna pick this car, and I should do a little countdown before we start the timer, right?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, do a timer countdown. 3, 2, 1, start.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. It's gonna be needed because this is a very RNG intensive run. We're gonna start by a little speed trick here. We go to... Ugh, they stole my box. Yeah, we're gonna start with a little speed trick there. We go to the right there early to get the speed boost pad. Let's see if we can get something good from this item box. Nope, we didn't. So yeah, let's look at the Kruisers. This is the first of 16 courses separated into 4 tours. As we saw there early on, the first little speed trick we did was that we went to the right to hit a little speed boost there. It's a very, very useful trick. It's also making sure that we are arriving at the boxes at about the right position. Sadly, someone stole the boxes from us.
Now, Firesplitter, I apologize if I missed this earlier. I was too busy breaking out in a cold sweat. How many levels are in the run that we do?
16, separated into 4 tours. Sort of like Mario Kart 64.
Wonderful. At least there's something familiar and good about this experience.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that's gonna be familiar for people, especially people who like Diddy Kong Racing. Because
Well,
now
I
we're
do
gonna
like-
go into the boating course.
I do like boating courses. Does this also have the wild ice physics?
Yeah, this has some pretty interesting physics with the boating. The boating
Oh
rules in
my.
this game are pretty nasty. And it's like one of the hardest parts of this game to learn properly. Like the boat steering is a little bit odd. You have to like do a lot of weird little tricks to make the boat steer as you want to. You can't like just immediately go like straight to the direction. You have to like take it a little bit slow to get the sharpest start as possible. It's a little bit complicated, but like it's something you learn over time when you play this game.
You definitely need a PhD in Hello Kittyology to play this game, so everyone should be very impressed with Firesplitter for earning that in a record 14 years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is the both controls in this game are very, very interesting. It's very slippery. It's like, I make it look easier than it is. It is like way, way, way worse than I make it look. Because the boat is like, there's like a couple of things, like the things obviously like have two speeds. Either you go full speed, you like go no speed, and the steering is like a little bit weird. I said earlier, like you have to like turn in a certain way to get the full turn, and it's like not logical either how you have to turn. Like if you turn like the most immediately, like you are not getting the most turn by doing that. You get the most turn by like start to steer a little bit and then like progressing through steering. And now for the Diddy Kong Racing fans, we are getting to the airplane course. And the first out of several rainbow roads in this game.
Oh god, do we have... Oh, it's the giant potato eggs, everyone!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
so wonderful! It's our
Yes.
best friends.
Yes, the potatoes, the magical space potatoes. And we stopped a little bit earlier there. There's a reason for that. And that is so we can get better items. There are some items you can only get in 4th place or below, and we really want to get some of those items. The item we got there is sadly the clock, which is the one of the special items that we don't really want to see. We want to see rainbows and we want to see the triple boost. As those are speed increasing items.
Well, we do like speed increasing items, so hopefully you can keep pulling off that glitch for sure. Now, Firesplitter, you were telling me earlier that this version is slightly different than the one that Ariangel played at Flame Fatales, and you said this one is even a little bit more broken. Am I correct?
Yeah, in some regards, like the PC version has out of bounds, I think, if I remember correctly. And this version I haven't managed to get out of bounds to work, but there are like some other things that are weird instead. Some of the ways they try to solve out of bounds are, well, a little interesting. I can show it off on this little course here. A little thing that they added. I think we gotta get an opportunity to do so without losing too much time. Gonna stop here at start again to get the good item. Come on. Oh, they stole the item boxes from me. That's mean. But yeah, we gotta touch the wall here. There we go. Camera is jumping. The reason why the camera is jumping there is because they tried to make it so that walls would actually stop you, which they didn't do in the past, and you actually got a good thing from that item box. I'm angry at you now. You stole the item box from me and got a good item. So I'm gonna pie you.
Are those pies that that person punished them with cream filling?
Yeah, exactly. They stole the good item box. But yeah, there is a risk with stopping to get lowering the rank, because people can swoop in and steal the item boxes. But it's still worth it to go for the item boxes in case you get the good items.
Gotcha, Firesplitter, gotcha. Now chat, if you're not aware, this game has an extremely memey review on Steam, and I'm going to read an excerpt of it for you this very moment. And I quote, "Have you ever dated a person for a really long time? Like, since 1992? Maybe their name was something like Mario Kart, and you and Mario Kart got along fine. Sometimes you'd argue, sometimes they would drag you to a movie you didn't want to see. Maybe you didn't love their taste in music, but things were okay, right? But you've been dating for 23 years at this point. Maybe you start to hate the way they laugh, the way they cough, the way they don't put the cap back on the toothpaste. Maybe you hate how Mario Kart can never decide what to have for dinner. And all these little things start to build up in your mind. They start gnawing away at you. And maybe one day you meet another person you think is kind of cute. And you end up leaving Mario Kart for this new person. Maybe their name is something like Hello Kitty and Sanrio Friends Racing." If you want to read the rest of that review, I highly encourage that you go look this game up on Steam, because it is a true joy to read, and 382 people have found this review helpful, so it will definitely help you to know whether you want to play this game or not.
Yeah, it's a very helpful review, and I can identify in that story. As I have been like playing Mario Kart since at least like 96, 97.
Same as a 33-year-old millennial.
Yeah.
I have been playing Mario Kart for a long time, but I have never been tempted to cheat. Well, except with Diddy Kong Racing. Okay, I'm a dirty cheater, never mind. Take me back, Mario Kart, please.
Well, in my heart there can be more than one racing game at once.
Polyamory.
Maybe not.
Folks in
maybe
chat
not.
have opinions on Happy Bear and Firesplitter cheating on Mario Kart. Please feel free to send them in through your donations.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, zokubun, do you have a message that you would like to share with us right now?
Well, I'd love to remind everyone that we picked Pom Pom Puree, our current racer.
No!
That is one of the other ways this game is worse than the PC version. It crashes on that course in particular.
Alright. Instant crashes.
Yeah, it's a very, very common crash. Like, it happens
while we're getting on there. I'm so sorry. But while we're getting back there, we got Pom Pom Purin as our racer with the help of your wonderful donations. And those same donations can pick the color of our mech in Stonefly, which is coming up shortly. So that's !donate in chat to get that link to our Tiltify page. And while you're there, feel free to check out our other Bitwarden incentive, which lets you choose between English and Japanese for Space Channel 5 coming up later tonight. But make sure you select the incentive when you're making that donation, otherwise it won't count.
Thank you, zokubun, for that timely announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing. Thank you, Happy Bear. And I'm sorry, but also thank you, Firesplitter.
That happens. I am used to it. Like, that game crash happens like 1 in 4 times you play this course. It's a very, very common game crash. And it brings us into one of the fun things with this game. This game is actually updated to improve the quality of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they did release an update for this game like a little bit over a year ago. And absolutely none of the actual problems with the game were solved, and new issues were added.
Sounds like a Hello Kitty racing game.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that game crash is still in. I was like happy because I thought, oh my gosh, maybe they solved the game crash. Maybe they did. You know? One can hope, right? Oh no, not 2 times in the same run.
Twice in one race. How can this be? I am going to personally...
This has never happened before. This has never happened before.
Where's Kung Fu Fruit Cup? Get her in chat right now.
Yeah.
We are glitching like mad.
Oh, I have never crashed this course
amazing.
2 times. Because the game is like usually stable for a bit when you enter. It like becomes less likely for it to crash. It is a good thing that it's the first course of a tour that does that. Because imagine like crashing like on the 3rd race of a tour. But don't worry, this is the only course that can crash. So we don't have to worry about it crashing like on the 4th course of a tour. And if that would happen, oh god, yes, finally we get a good item. It only took us 2 game crashes to get a good item from that item box.
Well, maybe we'll just go super fast and finish this in record time so that we can leave this course behind. And honestly, chat, I want you to send your energy to Firesplitter because she is handling all of these obnoxious crashes like a total champion. So I need claps, I need energy sending, I need dancing and hype and all of your cool emotes.
Okay, now we have activated a fun little glitch with the airplane. Basically right now the airplane is in a weird state where it's... I call it weighted plane. As you can see, like the plane is like not flying, well, it's very hard to notice, but the plane is not flying like it did like 5 minutes ago. It basically has a magnetism towards walls. So if I'm like close to a wall, it's gonna try to stay to the walls. So I am basically gonna hug the walls here to make the airplane steer sharper than it normally can, which saves a little bit of time. as I can do extremely sharp turns with this glitch on.
Alright, final lap.
Yeah, it is a glitch that happens. It is related to rainbows and the clocks. Basically, like some weird things can happen when you use those items that changes the center of gravity of the thing you are driving. It can happen with anything really. The most comical thing is when it happens with the boat, because the only way you notice with the boat is that when you try to shoot up high, it flies into outer space instead of like going forward.
It's a very talented pie.
Yeah. I have had that happen like in the middle of runs, and I like tried to shoot like one of those cones in front of me, tried to stop it. Instead of the pie going straight forward, the pie flew out into space instead. Like the pie is literally like lifted off the ground instead of like going straight forward to the cone. So I crashed into the cone and lost like 5-6 seconds of time.
If only we could use magnetism to fling astronauts on gigantic pies into space.
Yeah.
Maybe this game is onto something, chat. Maybe this is just a big brain move by some alien race to teach us the secrets of clean interstellar propulsion.
Yeah. That glitch is also, as far as I know, exclusive to the Switch version as well. I haven't gotten that glitch to happen on the Wii U version yet. Like, the Switch version of this game is extremely broken. I am not sure what they were doing when they were porting this game. I mean, it's more than a port really, because it's like an entirely different graphic engine. Like, the game is very different in many regards. Like, they didn't like fix any of like big issues in the game, and they add like so many more glitches.
Well, now we know why Nintendo is shutting down the Wii U eShop, so that this abomination can be stricken from history forevermore.
And as you all saw there, yes, the AI were driving towards that wall, and they are gonna drive towards that wall forever. It is a problem with the AI routing in this game. The AI is not thinking there's a wall there, so they think that it's the closest way to the finish line. Which it technically is if there wouldn't be a wall there, but you know, there's a wall there, so you're just gonna go towards the wall forever.
I mean, honestly, relatable.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am like, hey, there's the finish line, and I drive towards it, but I can't even see that I'm running into a wall.
Yeah.
So maybe this game is just all about life.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. And the thing is that the AI routing does actually affect us too. Because whenever we use the rainbows or earlier, we actually get the AI routing for a bit. So when it comes to that, oh, we got a clock in first place, that's amazing. We have activated the RNG glitch now, which means that we can get weird items in first place. I hope it lasts, because it's fun to watch. Let's see, can we get it again? Nope, we didn't. We only got 2 clocks. That can happen with any item really. And it happens because of a problem with the algorithm that decides which item you get.
So what does the clock do, Firesplitter?
The clock slows you down. Basically, you can see that we get it around us now. Because the AI is using it, and we are stuck in a clock chain. That's a shame. Because that glitch can happen to... Yeah, that can happen to the AI too. The AI can also get the glitch that makes them get the same item as they had before. So yeah, that's basically happening sometimes, and if that's the case and they keep it stuck, like we can get clocked for the entirety of the course, and that's really losing a lot of time.
Understood. Also, chat, I will point out to you the Hello Kitty characters in the sky. So this is ripping off Rainbow Road in more ways than one. But because this is a budget game, they only have 2 characters flashing instead of 7 or 8.
Yeah. And it's also 2 characters who aren't even in the game as playable characters.
The lore is just so deep on this game. It's just very impressive.
One thing that I'm really impressed about with this game in general is how much focus they put on details in the course design, like in the background design of the courses. It feels like the budget 100% went to decorating the courses. Like there's so much detail in the courses, like in the level design.
Yeah, the level designs are alright.
Yeah.
That's not the problem here.
Like not level design, but like the course design, like the backgrounds.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
level design leaves a little bit to desire most of the time, as most courses are just like... They are not the most complicated course in video game history.
Some anonymous, hardworking 3D artist just slaved away on this by themselves for like 2 months, and then they have to watch all their work get memed on. So everyone pour one out for whoever that. Also, what is happening right now?
What do you mean?
There was just all of a sudden like 20 people on screen.
Yeah, we went ahead of them.
It just seemed like mass chaos and pandemonium for a moment. My
my
brain was overwhelmed.
I dashed ahead of them all. Because on that course there is a little glitch I'm using that I call the extended speed boost glitch, which is a glitch where basically it has to do with how the speed boost on the course are. Can we please get any items that are not clocks from being in the last place, thanks? I mean, I would rather take like the rainbow, or if the game really was to be generous with me, I could take a triple boost. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, there's a little glitch in how it works. Like normally this won't affect anything, but when you touch the speed boost pad, it basically sets your top speed to a certain percentage of your current top speed. But there is a fail proof in place to make it so that you are, like, the game is understanding that you are in a speed boost state. But there is a little bit of time when you are leaving it, when you are decelerating, when the game is like gonna think that you are not in a speed boosted state, even though you have more speed than normal. So if you like hit another speed boost during that window of time, you get an even higher speed boost. So we are doing that back to back to back on that course. That is why we had such a much higher speed than the AI did.
Now, Firesplitter, I'm no physicist, but it appears that you are driving over empty space in a wheeled vehicle. Can you confirm?
I don't know. I mean, this looks pretty rainbowy to me, and rainbows are, as we all know, a physical bridge between two places.
That is true. Well, like I say, I'm not a physics student. I don't know nothing about physics. Thermodynamics? What's that? So, you know, I'm just befuddled. Everything that I'm seeing right now.
I have taken university courses. I know what I'm talking about.
You're more qualified to explain.
Yeah, even maybe I didn't do it in physics, but it might not have been in physics, but still. But yeah, no. All jokes aside, yeah, I feel it's pretty weird because like it doesn't look like there is road there.
Also, Purim's Beret is getting high marks in chat right now, so chat definitely a cute dog enjoyer.
Yeah. I like this character. I think I like every single character, honestly, in the Hello Kitty universe. It's like such a wholesome universe in general.
Super, super adorable and cuddly, for sure.
Yeah, now we gotta do a little trick here. We are gonna try to steer here so we get to the second boost circle there. There we go. That is a pretty rough trick that I added a couple of weeks ago when I found out someone had done it in individual levels. So I totally learned it and now I'm implementing it in full runs. It is a little scary trick because it's easy to miss that Kruis circle, but I have been practicing this course extremely much the last couple of weeks to be able to make that trick consistently. The trick saves like half a second, but you know it is speedrunning, any time matters.
Any amount of time matters in speedrunning. Oh man, we just got hit by a traffic cone.
Yeah. I should have seen that coming, especially as I dodged it the last lap. I was like, maybe the AI touched it, and there we go. Let's slow down a little bit there. It's better to slow down and hit it than to miss it entirely, because missing it entirely loses like so much time. And yes, Hello Kitty is driving in reverse right now. As I said earlier, the AI in this game is not the game's strongest suit.
Hello Kitty, you're drunk. Go home, please.
Yeah, the AI in this game is not exactly its selling point, if we put it like that. Yeah, now we come to this course, and this is another one of the courses where the AI is gonna act a little weirdly. Well, more weird than normal. If you see that, like, at the... There we go. Okay.
That fish statue has seen some things.
Ooh, I was worried, I was worried we would... Oh, of course we crashed the cone.
Curse you, cone?
Yeah, this is why we not like to use the rainbow. The rainbow gives us the AI routing. The AI routing is not great, especially not in this course. As I was gonna say when I got rainbow, you see that on the top right corner of this little square thingy? The AIs love that wall. They love that wall as much as they love the other wall they wall hugged before. And if we're lucky, we're gonna see the AI start hugging that wall as well. It's not always happening, but I have had races when every single AI is touching the wall, and we should have the glitch on right. No, we don't. Yeah, now we can see it. Yeah, now we can see it. There you go.
Please watch the minimap.
Yeah, watch the minimap. Like, seriously, the AI is really not handling that part properly. There is actually one course where I am gonna look at the minimap. I, as a runner, I'm gonna look at the minimap instead of the course, because the AI's irregular behavior on that course can cause huge troubles in that map. But that is for when that comes. Now we come to maybe the simplest course in the entire game. We just get drive around in a big circle.
Well, that's a plus in my book.
Yeah. And we're not gonna stop on this course to try to get a better item, because even if we get a better item here, there's no place really where we can use it to save time. Because this course is basically a speed boost and speed boost and speed boost.
We really do be driving in a big circle.
Yeah. This is one of the simpler courses in the game, but there's like a lot of depth to this at the same time.
Zokubun, while we are dealing with this extremely simple course, do you have a message that you would like to share with us?
Well, we do have a $4.20 donation from HBK with no comment, but thank you so much for that great donation. And to just bring this back to the incentives we have, that donation went towards getting trans rights as our color scheme in Stonefly.
Oh yeah.
So if you'd like to boost that up, again, !donate in chat. You can make sure to select that and color our mag with the color of the trans flag. Which, you know what, those those lifesavers on the beach earlier looked a lot like the trans rights colors as well. Or am I just seeing things?
No, I think you're not. I think you're actually correct. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. But now we are going into the final tour. And we got a rainbow right off the bat, and we're gonna see if we can get some more. Can we please get another one? Nope, we didn't. It would have been lovely to get like more rainbows, like show off the glitch getting a good item, because you can get amazing times by doing that. And we touched the wall, because, yeah. I'm so unused to it, because like this wall glitch, when the camera is jumping when I touch walls, that is happening because when I touch walls, what's basically happening is the game turns my vertical speed into horizontal, or horizontal speed to vertical speed. So what's actually happening is that our car is jumping, and as the camera is locked right behind our car, well, the camera starts to jump too. And that glitch was, that thing was actually added in the patch I talked about earlier. The improvement patch. The patch that would improve the game.
Oh dear.
Yeah. That patch was...
That's the problem.
Yeah, the patch was very, very special. The worst part is that it actually loses time in speedrunning that exists. Because previously the best strategy was like to always hug walls. But now you can't hug the walls anymore because the camera starts jumping.
Today I learned that if you throw pies at traffic cones, they will disappear.
Yeah, that's how it works. And that was actually our brake track from, like our wheel track from before when I did this. It's basically, it's a little bit broken in how it shows. But yes, it shows where I didn't even drive yet. It throws a shadow, like it's very, very complicated how it's throwing it, but it's very fun to manipulate in weird different ways. You can stop a little bit here. It does absolutely nothing to do it, but it's like a fun visual little inconsistency. So now we're gonna go to Discord. The Discord is a little bit interesting because the Discord's gonna have to keep track on the bird cycle.
The bird cycle.
Yeah, their birds gonna fly back and forward here, and if we crash to one of them, it's losing a lot of time. We have to like try to make sure we don't crash into them. And to do that, like we have to basically try to stay as close to the track we normally go. The thing is that if a clock happens, I'm gonna be on a different cycle than I'm normally on. So on these courses with the cycles, I'm really not liking to see clocks happening.
Honestly, this just kind of sounds like an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Imagine, if you will, a world in which gigantic birds fly in cycles. You are now in The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let's see what we can do. What I'm most curious about right now is if we're gonna be underestimated, despite having the game crash happen twice. That's something I'm gonna be curious about.
You know, that would be the most legendary cherry
Yeah.
on top of a legendary run.
Yeah, if I'm still underestimated despite having the game crashing twice. I don't think so, but it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be really, really fun to watch. And speaking of fun to watch, now we're coming to the hardest course of the entire run. And we activate the fun glitch now. Enjoy this. What you can hear now is the music, is two different music tracks playing at once.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's a menu glitch, and the menu glitch is actually one of the most potentially devastating glitches in the entire game, but not in this game mode. But in adventure mode, when you're progressing stuff, it can actually delete save data. And I have had that happen in a run.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the game refuses to save stuff and it becomes like really, really weird. Because this glitch is... yeah.
No, go ahead, Firesplitter.
What's basically happening is that the game is not recognizing that we have left one state of the game into another one, so some elements of the previous state is still there. And in some cases that includes like you not being able to press buttons to progress in menus. So you can get stuck in a game state where you cannot progress in the menus of the game at all. And it doesn't say like when that happens either, and it like becomes a little bit weird, so you basically start losing game progress as well. Because the game doesn't save and update stuff, and you like don't notice it until like it has gone a while, so it's really an interesting glitch.
Today I learned that my ADHD is like the Hello Kitty glitch.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I just get locked out and my save data is deleted and I can't progress.
Yeah, if I'm not too far below estimate or above estimate, I might show off a controlled version of that kind of glitch, which is really easy to perform. That is not damaging at all. It basically makes it impossible to pick a certain character, because the game doesn't recognize that that character is not picked already. And there we have the crabs. These crabs are, yeah. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't sure if they were slugs or foxes, but they're crabs. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
They're crabs, and once upon a time they looked like crabs too. But you know that gameplay patch I have been referring to several times already? That was meant to fix the game? That patch is the cause of this too.
Wow,
Yeah, that patch is such a weird patch.
this is the best game ever made.
Yeah. They keep on improving it with more and more glitchy stuff over time. The problem with that is that, yeah, I can't even see the hitboxes for the crabs because they are not visible. Because the models are not there. I can get hit by the crabs even though I'm not seeing them. Like parts of them that I'm not seeing. Which is a little bit annoying. It was like much easier before when you could actually see the full models. Because it made this section so much easier to do. And the run is soon gonna be over, basically. We are on the final lap, on the final tour now. I know this has been a short time, and I know you all probably want to see more Hello Kitty Cruisers, but this is sadly gonna be it for Hello Kitty Cruisers tonight.
I would watch 6 hours of this game.
Yeah, me too.
It's
yeah.
like a beautiful, beautiful screaming painting.
Time. So, what time did we get?
So let's give that just a little bit longer.
Oh, I'm so curious.
3407 is what is on screen.
Okay, this is the first time I'm not hitting the estimate I normally put in for marathons, so I'm happy.
Oh, you are almost a full minute under. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I have a 35 minutes estimate this time. Normally I go for 33 minute estimates. I'm happy it's a 35 minute estimate, so I'm actually below it. That was what I was going to say.
And that was after weathering 2 crashes.
Yeah, I have very generous estimates for this game because this game can be so weird. But I should show the menu glitch I talked about earlier. We gotta go and pick this character, and then we quickly the pick. There we go. Now, whenever I try to pick this character, I get an error sound because the game is still thinking that I have this character picked. I can go back, and then I can pick them again, but if I go in, boop, 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 and I can't pick them. But yeah, that was it for me for Hello Kitty Cruisers. I hope everyone was having a good time. I hope you had a lovely time too, Happy Bear. And did you have fun time commentating this game?
I did have a wonderful time, Firesplitter. You absolutely crushed it. And I just, first of all, want to shout out the amazing production crew for putting all this together, and especially Metroid Crime for being the mother of this whole event. And I also want to shout out all the runners and the viewers and people who are donating. Your time and generosity is so inspiring to me. Firesplitter, do you have anyone you want to shout out?
Oh, not more. You covered basically everything. I want to shout out the mod team for this game for being very amazing and very, very patient with all of the runs that I have been submitting out of late. For the individual levels, I really, really want to shout out the mod team. The mod team for this game are great.
If say people want to see more Hello Kitty, because chat looks like they would love to see more Hello Kitty, where can they find you? Hopefully streaming Hello Kitty.
I stream on twitch.tv/Firesplitter, and I do stream Hello Kitty Cruisers from time to time. So if you follow me, you might be able to catch a Hello Kitty stream in the future. Because this is one of the games I do actually run from time to time. Quite often.
Alright chat, you know where to get your Hello Kitty fix. Twitch.tv/Firesplitter. That exclamation mark performer in the chat will get you the handy link to her page. And thank you again, Firesplitter, and thank you, Happy Bear. What a fantastic journey we have been through with this game.
What a journey.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. It was great. Have a great rest of the marathon, and thank you so much everyone who are watching. I can't stress enough how importance that you watch, like how happy I am that you are watching.
Well, that was it for Hello Kitty Kruisers. Unfortunately, I know, chat, I'm just as sad as you are, unfortunately. And that is also the end of, well, it's not really the end of our Go Fast block, because, you know, speedruns, am I right? But sit tight, we've got more great showcases coming up for you next. Oh, that was a blast. Can I get one more time a round of applause in chat for Firesplitter's amazing performance despite 2 crashes? That just means we got more Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty Kruisers wanted more screen time. Let's be honest with ourselves. And folks, that is actually it for me on the hosting mic tonight and for the marathon. I will be leaving you in the amazing hands of Pippi in a top hat. But I look forward to seeing you all around in chat, on the socials. Again, we've got an amazing weekend of fantastic, passionate runners and performers. And I'm so glad to be here with you all to enjoy it while we benefit Rethink Breast Cancer. So, get comfy, get cozy. I'm keeping an eye on you, chat. I'm going to be around. I'm making sure You are here to enjoy yourselves. Because I'd love to enjoy this event with all of you. See you around.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lady Arcader's Super Showcase, the first ever of its kind. Thank you everyone so much for watching so far tonight. I'm Pippi in a top hat, and I will be your host for the next couple of runs. In just a moment, we will be seeing an incredible run of Loom by the one and only Scala Kitty, but first, a quick reminder that we do have a bid war going on to choose the color of the mech in Stonefly, which will be the run after Loom. Our current leader is Trans Rights, which I know it's very hard to argue with that color scheme. It's beautiful and a powerful representation. But we do have some other great options that you might want to look into. We got Game Boy Green, we got Monochrome, we got Neapolitan Ice Cream, sounds delicious, and we have my personal favorite, Spooky Goth, because everybody needs to indulge their goth side from time to time. And we also have a wonderful donation to share with everyone. Thank you so much, Jason LaRose, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, for the $20 donation. They would like to say $20 cash to help Lass kiss breast cancer in its metastasis. Thank you. I definitely agree. Also a reminder that we are collecting donations for Rethink Breast Cancer. Rethink Breast Cancer is an amazing charity that is using the funds collected tonight to help promote breast cancer awareness and also provide help to people with breast cancer who really could use it. It's a very important cause, and they're also working to change the image of breast cancer because Anybody of any age can develop it, and we want everybody to have the resources to fight it and be a survivor. So thank you everyone so much for tuning in and so much for helping with this very important cause. We will be switching over to Loom in just a moment, but until then, hang tight, listen to the tunes, and can we get some jam emotes? I love some jam emotes.